What is up, everybody? We have a special impromptu CGC unboxing. 8 horror books, gorgeous, some pre-code, some high grade Bronze Age stuff, right here on the Paper Chase channel with special guest, as always, best friend, Reverend Wormwood Comics in the house.
Yo!
Stay tuned. Whoa, there it was. That was and if you're new to the channel, that was our Into the Void intro. You can catch us Thursday, Friday nights sometimes. Rev and I do a podcast right here on the Paper Chase channel called Into the Void, where we bring up some good topics. It's good old comic shop talk. And we have a good time. Come drink and hang out with us. Rev, how you doing tonight?
Good. So we're delineating the fact that this is not actually Into the Void. This is Into the Void, but not Into the Void. This is not counted as number 24.
Yeah, I'm trying to decompartmentalize what the Paper Chase channel is.
I'm with
so
it.
I like to keep Into the Void as a podcast as it is, and then unboxings and collection buys is its own. It's just a live event.
I like that.
But we want to take Into the Void. Definitely expand that. If you haven't followed us yet on Instagram, just search Into the Void and follow us on Instagram. We started an Instagram page.
You should follow us on Into the Void Instagram.
And if you do anything in the comic world that you want to come on the show and talk about, we'd love to have you on. If you're a comic artist, a comic writer, in the movie industry, right? Stuff like that.
I think so. Yeah.
All that's good shit.
Anything that's entertaining and fun, bring it our way. You know, like if you're like some sort of like star Rubik's Cube person too, you can come on and we'll take a look, you know, like
you solve a Rubik's Cube in 5 seconds or eat 3,000 hot dogs. We'd love to talk to you.
Whoa, you know what? You up the ante, man. If you're a professional hot dog eater, by all means, please come on.
Yeah.
Big fan.
And as always, we have our family in the chat chatting it up. We got Plagueis in the house, Dr. Plagueis. Follow him on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Great guy. Zim Man's in the house. Great fella here. Always supporting us. Yep. Zim's a good dude. And I'm sure we're going to have some more people trickling in as we go on. So, Rev, what's up? Talk to me, bud. Let's break the ice.
So first of all, Zim's talking about the gas prices. Let me tell you what I do now. I don't even know what the gas prices are anymore. I just shop at the same place every time, and I just get 87 octane. So it doesn't matter what the gas prices are. You know, like I have to buy the gas. I drive for a living, more or less. So I mean, I never think about it. But if I thought about it, I'd probably be pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
You know?
I think ours down here is actually pretty good. It's in the 2s.
What? Where are you? Did you move?
Oh, Metairie, bro. Metairie.
Oh my God! All right, I'll be traveling to Metairie. I'm coming up your way.
Hi, 2s.
So what's going on? Well, let's see. We all know last weekend that you and I saw the Marvels together. You know, we sat next to each other.
Yeah.
Maybe some pinky touching. But
in the house. What's up, bud?
Hey, I saw him last week as well. Hot damn.
Oh, yeah.
Hope everybody's good and healthy over there, FNT. But look, real quick, you guys, if you have a fear of watching the Marvels, don't have a fear of watching the Marvels. Go watch it. Don't expect more than it should be. Just go enjoy it for what it is, and we'll just keep moving on, Marvel. You know, I mean, if they're going to say that that's rock bottom, fine, let it be rock bottom. But I enjoyed it. There were parts that were completely stupid, but there were parts that were good and whatever. Let's go, you know? It's a movie.
Yeah, it had its moments. It definitely had its moments. There were certain elements I liked and a lot of elements I did not like. But, you know, all in all, I always say at the end of the day, a bad Marvel movie is still a spectacle. You know, it's still, something to be seen. And, you know, depending on how you feel about paying money for like a good movie with AMC prices might, affect how you feel about it. It's not the greatest edited movie. You've probably heard that. It's kind of.
You were so pissed. You were so pissed. We got in the car and you're like, fucking editing was terrible.
Dude, it really was. It was bad.
You're like, I do better on my phone.
No. But it was bad. So yeah, but go see it at your own discretion. What I really want to see, and what's getting really good reviews, is Thanksgiving, the horror movie. is getting
Ooh.
really, really good reviews. So if you haven't, that's Eli Roth's new movie, and the killer's name, great. Tell me if this name just doesn't sound like an instant classic. The killer's name is John Carver.
Okay. I like
And
it.
and from what I gather, it's a whodunit, kind of like a Scream movie. And it all takes place on Thanksgiving, and it's a slasher. It's an old school slasher flick. So, and
Dude,
it's getting good reviews.
let me tell you something. If you're killing people on Thanksgiving, you're a lazy fuck. Because nobody's moving fast. Like if I'm
Right?
just pushing away from the Thanksgiving table and some killer's coming after him, like, all right, hold on, cool, come get
Yeah,
me. And like I slowly roll to the other room, like,
yeah.
leave me alone.
What it sounds like is like it's a movie that's about something happens on Black Friday where somebody dies. Kind of like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like the guy gets killed in the beginning, and then there's a revenge slasher birthed out of it. Something happens on Black Friday. I'm thinking it's probably a trampling or something like that. And then a year later or whatever, or in the future, now there's this person getting revenge because of that.
I will have my
Um,
revenge. Yeah,
Pretty cool.
you took the last Furby in 1998, and a year later, 99, I'm gonna get you over carved turkey and gravy.
Yeah.
Eddie.
And we got a ton of fucking news. I mean, shit. This whole week, nothing but movie news. So we've got what's his name? Steve Yen
Glenn.
is Glenn.
Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Oh, from The Walking Dead, Glenn. Yeah,
Yeah, Glenn.
But he's who?
He
Who's
must
playing?
he must be one of the best actors of all time. Because we hear maybe if it's true, he's been tapped to play Marvel's Sentry, which is a 7 foot tall blonde haired guy with bulging muscles all over the place. Like not a marble would just roll all over the guy. But our esteemed Stephen Yoon is going to be the Sentry. So who knows who cares? I mean,
I'm
everybody
pretty sure
hated.
it's confirmed now.
Is it really?
I think so, because it was a rumor like 5 months ago.
Really?
He was, yeah. It was rumor. It broke. I remember being pissed because it broke right after I sold my first appearance of Sentry, and I had the San Diego Comic-Con version, the cool Jay Lee cover.
Okay. Wow.
Really really cool cover. Sold it literally a week later. That rumor started circulating. Wasn't confirmed, and then it went silent. And now it looks like this week or today they confirmed it. I love it. I think you're right. The dude's an amazing actor. Really good actor.
You know what makes me mad, Johnny? And I'll tell you the truth. Sometimes when we get on the show and we talk about things, and you're like, a lot of big news, and I go, all right, cool, big news. Yeah, I know big news too. But what happens is like if the show's on a Thursday, somewhere on Wednesday, I'm like, look, I need to really just come up with some good news, and and I don't know where to look. I'm thinking to myself like, if I was Johnny, where would I like think of finding good news? And the next thing I know, I'm watching like comedy shows about bad cooking. Like it's not like it doesn't work out for me. I don't.
You got to get out there. You got to get out there early in the morning. Get to that paper on the front yard. Bring it in. No, it's all about the algorithm. The algorithm caters to because I look at that stuff. So the more you just like look at it and search it, trust me, it'll adapt very quickly. It'll just start automatically.
Where like speculative movie people.
No, people. I guess maybe also people I watch on YouTube and stuff that I follow. They just kind of automatically post stuff about breaking movie news and stuff like that.
Well, what the hell's wrong with me, man? I keep getting videos of people making ugly food. Like terrible food.
I don't know. So we got Sentry Cast. We've got pretty much the Fantastic Four. Sounds like in the rumor mill, like it's been pretty much decided. You familiar with this, Kev?
I knew about. We're talking about Pedro Pascal. Finally said his name right. And I know him, and we're talking about Davide as the Thing. Is that still a thing?
No. David Diggs? No.
Damn. Okay.
No. It's another guy. I can't think of his name, but no. Joseph Quinn is the Human Torch. If you're not familiar, that's the
it's a
rocker from. I think that's a great cast.
That's the same guy. It's the same theory of like the guy who's cast in as the Cannonball in the New Mutants movie. Like it's just why do you like it as a good thing?
Why? Because I think he's I don't think he's quite a household name. He's really only been in that one thing. And I think he's a really, really good actor. I think he's got a good look. He's got like this vibe that I can feel it. You know, it's definitely a Johnny Storm. I think he can pull it out of him for sure, and he's not too big, but talented enough. And then Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm, which she looks the part to me 100%. She's, you know,
I'll go with it, man. I'll go with it because here I can't sit here and talk about having no-name actors do things and then wonder who the hell you're talking about. So
right.
I mean,
I mean, now, yeah, and Pedro. So the thing that's got a lot of people up in arms right now are kind of questioning is the Pedro casting, because there's been certain things that have been said behind his casting that Pedro Pascal is a great actor. So even if he is a known face and you look at him and like, oh, that's from Last of Us or that's from Mandalorian, like, you
Wonder
know,
Woman.
if you can't, yeah. So even if you have that trouble, I think he's still a good enough actor to where maybe he can maybe pull you out of that and immerse yourself in the movie. But there's been comments that apparently Disney or Kevin Feige have made, and that is one, they wanted a big name actor.
They need one. They need one for Fantastic Four. They've shit the bed 4 times on this thing. You know?
Yeah, but they've always had a big name actor in Fantastic Four. It's not like, you know, Jessica Alba in the late 90s.
That's fair, but
yeah, they've always had like I think a big name actor. Michael B. Jordan.
Pedro, come on. Did anybody see that movie? Pedro Pascal is so let's talk about this for a second. Let's nerd out. Everybody just get your nerd caps on. So Reed Richards is a very polarizing character. You know, Reed Richards, you have to like him enough to be like, oh, he's super smart and intelligent, but he's just such a prick. But is he a prick because he's a prick, or is he a prick because he just doesn't understand how to be a good human being? You know, like, so you have to be able to play this role of like, it's almost like a Key and Peele sketch where it's kind of like you think he's saying one thing, but then he says another thing. You have to be like you have to play both sides of the coin with Reed Richards, you know, like he's like, I love my wife, but only because she's a great scientist. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like that, you know, he's hard to play in that way. And then of course he also, his other alternate reality thing is The Maker, which is, it's a huge kick. You know, he's just trying to save the world. So, I mean, maybe you need a name, but you also need to have somebody who has like deep acting chops.
Absolutely.
But where the problem comes in is kind of what you mentioned a couple weeks ago, is like Oscar, what's his name for Moon Knight? Oscar,
I think.
Yeah, great actor, looked good, but didn't nail it.
Yeah,
it just wasn't cohesive. Something didn't
I thought he did great. I thought he
good actor.
I thought he did it, yeah, I thought he did great. I thought he looked the part. I mean, I thought he was fine. I think if there's anything wrong with that show is like probably the post-production editing, the hippo. I mean, I don't know. It was whatever. But
Khonshu being a stand-up comedian, maybe something right around there.
I thought Khonshu was badass. I thought he was
really
cool. Yeah, his voice was F. Murray Abraham as the voice was earth-shattering.
Voice was great. I just maybe didn't like the stand-up comedian part of him, you know?
Yeah, I didn't find him funny.
He was being funny, man.
I didn't think he was funny.
I tasked you with watching it again.
Yeah, maybe I should watch it again. I want to watch it again. And let's see. But what Feige had said apparently is that there was basically a lineup with the Fantastic Four, and he looked at the lineup and he's like, "Yeah, no, it's too white. We got to get somebody." So Pedro's the hint of color into the cast.
That's terrible.
It's a terrible thing it's a terrible mindset. Like, I'm all about diversity and bringing, you know, it, but that can't be the reason. If somebody walked into the audition room and just blew your socks off and you're like, that is Reed Richards, and that's your reason for casting, awesome, great, do it, make them whatever. But you can't cast somebody or modify a cast because that's your, you know, that's just that sounds like a terrible mindset that Disney might still be in. You know, that's part of all.
Was the same thing said for Shang-Chi or Wakanda? I mean, was that
right?
Somebody walk into a room and say, you know?
Well, well, they kind of did, because I think with Wakanda Forever, or no, the first Black Panther movie, I think that it was pretty much it was an all-black cast, not cast, but like work group. Like, I think they were just like, okay, we're gonna make this just like for Black people only, and that's who worked on it.
Okay.
So, and then I think Feige made that comment about the white people. It's just not a good look for Disney. Like you just shouldn't be making like comments that involve that. And that shouldn't be your mindset when it comes to like casting things. It shouldn't play a part into that. So a lot of people don't like that, it doesn't look good.
I feel that this, and like I said, like I feel like, okay, first of all, like it always feels like this is like an eggshell conversation, and I hate that. It really shouldn't be, but it always feels like it's an eggshell conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? You have like I'm trying to think, like, so if the Marvels had a problem, the movie I just went and saw, and I know that South Park touched on it a little bit, and with the Pandaverse thing, and I know people like that, or it was polarizing, and it's great, but I think the big problem is if you try to appeal to everybody, you may get a little bit of everybody, but you're not going to get a lot of one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't make everybody like it all the time. It doesn't happen, and so therefore it's just watered down. So when you have a movie like Shang-Chi, I mean, it's okay to say that it's catered to a certain demographic. It's fine, like be proud of it, of it. And then it made a ton of money, and also it was a great movie. In both Black Panther movies, the first one was great. The second one was not. Whatever you say, if you like it, that's cool. That's my opinion. But it was catered to a certain direction, and that's fine. I knew watching the movie what it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be a smorgasbord of a whole bunch of things. And so it did well. It made money, and it did what it's supposed to be. I watched the Marvels, and it's trying to appeal to everybody, and a lot of it hit the mark with me because I'm a Captain Marvel fan. But I can imagine walking in there going like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Sure. I think I definitely think and what a lot of people seem to agree with is Kamala Khan, Aman Vellani, the girl that plays it, was the show stealer. And what it comes down to, and I think what shines through, whether people realize it or they don't realize it, is that through her performance, there's an authenticity there. She loves that character. She's literally writing a Miss Marvel comic book. She is a fangirl that has been cast, and that shines through her performance. And there's a care there. There's a love for the lore, the character, the origin of the stories in the comics that these movies are based upon. And I think the Russo brothers and other writers and Kevin Feige, I think that was involved with the very first couple of phases. And that was an element in those phases. And I think that is what's missing now. But I think us as fans can sense that in actors like Aman Vellani. And we pick up on that, and it feels real and valid, and we enjoy seeing that on screen.
She is like Hugh Jackman. When Hugh Jackman became Logan, people pushed back, and they're like,
yeah.
Now no one else is Wolverine or Logan. No one will ever be him. Someone will be, but no one will be. Same thing with Ryan. Let's just talk about it. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. At some point, there's going to be a Deadpool movie without Ryan Reynolds somehow.
Yeah. He saved that character.
It's always going to be Ryan Reynolds. And I think Iman Vellani, and I mean, when I first saw the casting, I'm kind of like, well, that's not really how I think she would look, But now that I've seen the role, I'm going like, well, now I think Miss Marvel better fucking look like her all the time.
Sure.
Better sound like her, better act like her. And quite honestly, like, she does encompass that quite well. When I look at Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, I go, she looks like her. She looks like how I want her to look, but she doesn't quite act like I want her to act. So I could get another Captain Marvel, and I don't care. But with Iman Vellani, what's her name? Vellani. I think that she is. I think that she by far has now got this role, and it's hers to play for the next however many years until they kill her twice.
Yeah,
for
sure. Zimman says, is Disney killing the Marvel industry with all the movies and series that are coming out with? Is it hurting the industry or helping? It depends on what part of the Marvel industry that you're talking about. Because if anything, if you talk about it in the most broadest sense, if Marvel is movies, books, graphic novels, merchandising, it's helping it. Marvel has never gotten this much exposure since Disney's. Marvel was actually on the verge of, it was bankrupt before Disney got it.
Blade saved Marvel.
But now that Disney has it, so Marvel as a whole, as a brand, is thriving. It might have been a little bit better when Endgame and stuff was going on, but it's still overall doing great. It's putting a lot of bad taste in people's mouths for sure. with certain characters that people hold dear to their heart. It's starting to get to a point where certain comic books are safer value wise if they haven't been made into a movie, because it's almost like I feel like for instance, like take Gore the God Butcher, that Jason Aaron Thor run. I feel like those books were more valuable before Taika Waititi shit all over it.
I'm just gonna say it. Love and Thunder. There we go, Jono, for you.
So yeah, I kind of feel like if you have a book now of a great character renowned in the comic world and it hasn't been put onto the screen yet, it almost might even hold a little more value because it hasn't been fucked with yet. But it's just we all have a short-term memory now, and it's just gonna take some time for things to weed out and filter through. And then, but the short answer, or my opinion to that question, is I think no, Marvel as a whole is greater with all the exposure that it's getting for sure.
Well, yeah. I think so too. I mean, so the thing is this, and I was thinking about this earlier, and I was actually talking to Jono on the phone about this earlier. Do we know if Marvel Cinematic Universe and Marvel Comics, is it like the same building? Is it like the same campus? Are they are they like walking back and forth talking to each other? So here's the thing. I was thinking about this. So the writers from the books don't have any interaction with the movies. They're kind of just writing stories and they're seeing these movies take off. But I mean, so it makes sense when you have these weird flops or weird ideas in the movies that don't resonate because of the books. The books are doing one thing. Let's just say again, Love and Thunder. Here we go again. Number 2. Love and Thunder's origin story was a book, The Mighty Thor with Jane Foster, and it was great, but it didn't transfer to the movie at all. And it just goes to, you would think that if they just talk to each other, you could have a great, but anyway, you get the idea,
Sure.
Anyway, so yeah.
Sure. What else? Anything else going? Let's see. Generation Retro. Cool name. Have you looked at the breakdown for their quarter 3 earnings? No. It's probably terrible. Yeah. It's a disaster. Yeah. It's probably awful.
Disaster.
I mean, probably awful.
I think it's just
talking about Disney, or you talking about Marvel? Disney or Marvel?
Possibly both. Yeah. I mean, I just so they're putting out a lot of content and things like that. Some could be good, some could be bad. I mean, Loki season 2 was good.
Yeah.
I mean, so something that's not talked about a lot is that DC is putting out a fuck ton of great animated movies and shows.
Oh yeah.
So
it's hilarious.
We're shitting on Marvel for doing things, but then we have other Invincible is going to be back out on Amazon, and we know that's going to be great.
Did you watch the first 3 episodes
of Invincible?
Yeah, season 2.
Is it out? I didn't know. Big fan. Whoops. Fuck. No, I didn't know it was out.
Season 3. Yeah. They well, okay, I won't spoil it for you.
Yeah, no, please. Even though I've read the book,
I haven't seen I haven't seen episode 3 yet, but the first 2 are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, so there's
a bit of trash.
There's healthy stuff out there all the time. I mean, like I said, we're crapping on DC, and I think Blue Beetle just hit Max. You can watch that streaming, but yeah, DC's got killer movies out there. They're all cartoons, I mean, and they're really good. They're entertaining. It's just that the live action stuff is good for Marvel, but DC is killing it with our animation game. Marvel doesn't have any of that shit. Nothing. And that's crazy,
Yeah. And Generation Retro, I think, he's saying it's all down. It's all down. Plagueis loves DC animation.
He's right.
And that's that's just part of the ebbs and flows of really, I mean, I guess of any company. But right now, Disney and Marvel are at a very a media or an entertainment cusp, if you want to call it, where there's never been the opportunity to make so much content so easily and to give it to so many different people at once. It's never been so available than what it is right now. And it's a learning curve, so they're definitely on the down because they thought just because we can make all this content and put it out quickly doesn't mean we should make all this content and put it out quickly, because we see what happens. We see that, the consumer is more intelligent than what the big corporate studios gave us credit for. And they're seeing that now in their pocketbooks. Now they're going to be a company and do what they do and hopefully take in the data and realize we need to go back to what we did do whenever it was working, and less is more and quality over quantity. And I would not doubt if the whole kit and caboodle is down right now. but
mean,
I think it's just a learning curve, and I think they're going to bounce back.
Marvel's releasing one movie in 24. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
One.
you got
I don't know how many
Gunn.
shows.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
did
how
you
many
see
shows.
that? Did you see the Madam Web trailer?
Yeah. I mean, oh God, fuck! I don't want to be like the dick who's just like, "Meh."
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't be good. I'm just saying why. Where is it going? Like, just make a fun movie that's great. It's good. Have a good time. But I mean, I felt like that was like a fan trailer. I thought for real that wasn't a real trailer, but it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, what is it coming out in 25, or is that just a Sony picture?
It is a Sony picture. That's scary.
That's why.
That's a scary statement. It's a Sony picture.
So I mean, again, they do Spider-Man well. Maybe they'll do this. I don't know, man.
They do. See the Spider-Verse stuff, like Gen Retro is talking about. The Spider-Verse stuff is fucking amazing, and it shows the potential if everybody's on their fucking A game. What can happen with these properties that these big companies own? You know, because the Spider-Verse is revolutionary in animation. It does the impossible, especially the second one, of telling a story with so many different characters.
It's dense. It's a dense story.
And everybody feels fleshed out, and everybody gets, you know, the right amount of screen time, and their story feels like on pace, and you care about, you know, everybody, and it's just done well. So, you know, and things like, and even Guardians of the Galaxy with James Gunn, those movies are the kind of glimmer of hope of the dark times that we're in right now. It's just a little reminder, like, look, it can be done correctly.
I mean, Plagueis is right. Plagueis is right here. You know, he says maybe it's time to take a break from Marvel movies. I mean, like, whatever. Sure. Yeah, definitely take a break. I mean, if they don't put it, look, if they don't put any out, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, where are my Marvel movies? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be like, all right, whenever they come out, they'll come out. I waited 30 something years before the first one came out, essentially. So I can wait. It's fine. Take your time, Marvel. Put out some good content. Take your time, DC. You know, watch what Amazon is doing with The Boys. Watch what Amazon is doing with Invincible. Why don't you follow them a little bit and see what's going on? You know, I mean, there's a ton of cool indie stuff out there that can be done. I mean, we don't need to have these blockbuster things, and they really don't even need to be blockbuster movies. They can have a good story, low budget. Again, I'll point at a Werewolf by Night. Had to be one or two sets. Am I correct? You know, like, yeah.
I think a lot of that was studio shot.
Just a great story, a great like anticipation, suspense storyline. That was it. It held up on its own merit and didn't spend a lot of money. You know, it couldn't have been a ton of money. The Man Thing got the budget.
Yeah, that was so fucking good. And the thing, and the thing about that is that it was such a low expectation little project. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you a little special on Disney Plus, give you a little hour, do whatever you want. Well, we're gonna go try to micromanage the big stuff, and then they let the artists do whatever they want, and everybody fucking loves it. It's amazing.
And in the same hand where you do something so beautiful and artistic and awesome, they then turn around and go, we want a lot of money, we're gonna re-release it with color.
But you know what's crazy though is, like, I didn't think I would enjoy that, because one of the things I loved so much about Werewolf by Night was the black and white and that raw, gritty, almost Tarantino-esque filming style.
I actually like that movie. Stop it.
And very, like, you know, like almost like this Kill Bill, like, it has like a element to it. But when I watched The Color, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. You know, it was really good. I like both of them. Of course, I'll take the black and white over the color one, but the color was nice.
I can never watch things twice, man. I still never seen Endgame twice. I've never seen it a second time. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Let me tell you, I'll give you a recommendation. So if somebody who can watch things twice and is really, really in love with Endgame, and just the pin in the hat, what is it? The feather in the hat of the end of that story, right? The ending of that story. Watch Kevin Smith describe him watching Endgame. It's an hour long of Kevin Smith. There's no visuals, there's no pop-ups. It's literally him to a camera talking about, okay, this is what happens in Endgame, and he cries like 4 times throughout it, dude. And it's hilarious, and it makes you. It feels like you're watching it for the first time because you're watching it through his eyes, kind of, and it's really, really cool.
Then watch it with me, man, because I mean I haven't watched it yet again, but I will tell you, I would, I'd watch it with you for sure. We can watch part of that.
But I feel like you should do a whole lead up. You know,
what do you mean?
like Iron Man 1,
Oh
and then
my
do the whole
god,
thing.
dude! I don't have enough. There's not enough hours. What?
Sure, there's enough
No,
hours.
there's like 40 something movies, man. How
Just
am I
the
going to
big
get?
ones.
Okay, I could possibly do that. I could possibly do that. The thing is that, like, again, I didn't know what to expect. I walked into the movie with no spoilers, so I did very well with that. You know, I know it was hard. I know Robert Downey Jr. was yelling at people to stop giving it away. But when I sat in that theater next to my kid, and those damn circles opened up, and those people walked through, dude, I was like goosebumps, and like I got. Man, I don't even tell you this, but. I felt so weird that I couldn't even cry. I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
Like I had like the O face going, like, you know, and like it just happened, and I was just like, it's like when Tom Hanks turned to that little person in A League of Their Own and said, "We're gonna win," you know, and it was just time, and they just kicked ass, and it worked, and it was beautiful, and it ended fine, and you know, you kind of like it's one of those things where you're like, well, maybe these people could come back, and then they showed Captain America all old and frail on a bench. You know what I'm saying? And like it was just like it was just beautiful writing that you know that when they were done with the last shoot that they all turned around and did that weird cry clap thing. Like you know, like we haven't had that yet. I know that James Gunn was trying to yank the tears out of my eye ducts in the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie. He was literally in there massaging my tear ducts trying to get me to cry when I was watching an otter. But it didn't work. It didn't feel the same. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even looking back at even looking at all the cast members, and we're not on set, we can't confirm this, but it feels like at the end of that movie, a family just got done working together. Whereas right now, I feel like, you know, Miss Marvel has never fucking met Iman Vellani has never met Oscar Isaac. You know, not a single person in Phase fucking 5 has a damn thing to do with anybody. I mean, there feels like there's no element there of like companionship or family or even caring of like what goes on. You know?
It makes you realize how important, and I'm talking to you, Marvel, right now, how important it is to get the casting of whoever you use for Miles correct. Because I feel like when you have Miss Marvel and where they're going at in the New York area, you have got to get Miles Morales correct.
Yeah.
Don't fuck that up.
For sure.
Candidate for Rage Poncho.
That's not right. Okay, let's start to dive. We can go back. I mean, look, it's Friday night. I've been working my ass off all week, renovating, working. So we can go longer after this unboxing, but let's start to dive into this unboxing at least. And so this is 8 books we got here, and so here's the backstory on the submission here. I submitted 16 books into CGC. These are all vintage tier, so that means 1975 or earlier. And a lot of these are Bronze Age horror comics. There's one Precode Horror in here. There's a Tomb of Dracula one in here, and sorry for all the noise. Hang tight. Let me open this shit.
Oh, so this is like you're actually authentic right now. You're actually opening the box.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to see all these unboxings where I see like people saying we're doing this live, and all of a sudden the screen goes, and it's like they clearly edited. I'm like, oh, well, that's not very live.
No. This is live.
Okay.
So here's what my goal is, so you can feel what I'm feeling when I'm unboxing this. So my personal collection, all of these books here, every one of them is probably going to be my personal collection. So for me personally, I love to collect Bronze Age horror stuff, and I like to collect 9.0 or higher. So that is the bare minimum of what at least I thought all of these books could hit was a 9.0 or higher.
Oh shit, the bare minimum?
A 9.0 or higher is the minimum. There shouldn't be a book in here other than the one Precode Horror book that's in here. There should not be a book that's under a 9.0, hopefully. No, I'm sorry. 2. There's
Johnny,
2
did you hear that knocking?
What?
Who's there? Hold on. Oh, well, look who it is.
So, if you're not familiar with Frank is the dick at Zimman with the $1.99 super sticker.
Thank you, buddy.
Sir. Appreciate that. So what Rev is referring to is Frank, who I dubbed the CGC. If you ever gotten a terrible submission back where the grader was just way too harsh, that's Frank. He's over at
It
CGC.
was Frank.
He says, "Fuck you, fuck your submission," and he's just a really harsh grader. So we hope. So what I did with the submission, this was actually 16 books. So what I did was to try to surpass Frank, to lower my odds of running into him. I split it into 2 submissions because I didn't want one harsh grader to get the whole thing and grade everything really harshly. So this is the first half, and then the other half should be here next week. So we're looking at 9.0 or higher. There's a couple. There's one Tomb of Dracula book in here. It's Tomb of Dracula number 5. This is the one that I'm most looking forward to because it has a shot at a 9.8. And I'll talk more about what happened in the pressing process that I might have hindered that. Yeah, we'll see.
Damn it, Johnny.
We'll see. We'll see.
Are you going to be able to hide the number even like this? Can you hide it so we can take a guess?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
I'll try to guess what the grades are on these. So let me see. Let me take this thing out here. Hold on.
Let me get my pen and paper ready.
And I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember all of my guesses for these. There's a Precode Horror. I know that's not a 9.0 or higher, and there's a Tomb of Dracula number 1 that I know is not a 9.0 or higher. I know that's under a 9.0. So, which one is this? Okay, that's a nice one. Shit, I meant to look. All right. What's this one? Okay. There's actually 2 Tomb of Dracula books in here that I think could be a 9. One's a 9.8 candidate. One's a 9.6 candidate. Okay. This is a good one to start. Okay. So I worked my ass off on these to fucking clean the fuck out of them and press the fuck out of them. So these are all, like I said, Bronze Age horror books. So this one here, I got to figure out what the glitter is doing tonight. Okay, cool. So this one here is Secrets of Sinister House, issue number 16. Cool skeleton riding a house. Looks like they're trying to move. Maybe they thought the house was haunted or the burial ground was haunted. I don't know. And
I think they're riding. I think they're trying to move the house with the car.
Right.
Are they not? It looks like the skeleton's riding the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool. So this I got from a local comic shop, Crescent City Comics. If you're ever in the New Orleans area, check them out.
Wow, you got that from there? Interesting.
I did.
Was it a wall book? Or you found it in the wild?
No, it was in the bin. It was in the back issues. I do remember them being, there was a little bitty, maybe a tiny stain that I removed from here. There was a little something, maybe a little dent on the bottom that I cleaned out, pressed out. So I thought this, if I did my job well, I thought this could maybe get a 9.6. So.
Okay. So everybody's Secrets of Sinister House number whatever
16,
that is.
16. Yeah.
Get your little odds in there. Let's see. You're thinking
a 9.6 is a huge win. This is in the 9s, 100%. 9.6 is the 9.6 is a huge win. A 9.4, of course, I'll take. Like I said, 9.0 or higher on any of these is a pretty good accomplishment. Ready?
So you're thinking 9.6. You thinking 9.6?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What you got?
9.6.
All right, there you go.
Cool.
Johnny for the win.
Cool. That's cool.
Johnny for the win.
Good. That's a good little 9.6 right there.
Okay.
I'll take
it in. Let's go. All right. Zombie Graphics said 9.2. Closest to the fingers and toes, 9.4. Closer. Zim, sorry, 9.0 will not get you in the door on that one.
You all doubt me? Because I had one bad unboxing. You doubt me?
Bro, you had the worst unboxing.
I did.
Oh, my God.
I did.
Is this submission better than the other submission? Is the other submission more expensive than the one that you're getting back right now? Is that what's going on? Or what? Which one's the better submission? Since you split them away trying to not get Frank.
They're pretty fucking even. They're like, and I did them that way, you know. Like they each have a couple of two really high grade Tomb of Dracula books. They each have one Precode Horror book. You know, so yeah. But that Tomb of Dracula number 5, if that thing, I'm gonna try. If I run into it, I'm gonna save it for last. If that thing can hit a 9.8, that's a major book. Those Tomb of Dracula books are in all. Werewolf by Night, Tomb of Dracula's, they're wrecked. Like those books were read thoroughly back in the day, so they're very hard to get in high grade. So so my hope is that, and I can go in a little bit into the backstory of some of these Tomb of Dracula books that's in here, but I found one seller on eBay that was selling his stuff, and I just knew from the photos he was way undergrading. And I was just like, no, I was like, man, I said, these books look like there's a difference between, oh, this book is in good shape for lasting this long. And then there's a different type of condition that this looks like you stepped in a fucking time machine, went to 1974, took it off the shelf, and came back. Like that's the quality of the structure and the gloss of these books and the page quality of these books. So even when you have a book like that, and let's say it does have one small spine tick, the overall appearance and structure of the book surpasses what's in its typical, what they see on a typical basis, that it should still be able to hit a 9.8.
You're saying it's a bell curve at CGC? They're doing a little bell curve.
Yes,
We're like,
absolutely.
oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a tick, but my God, this thing is completely glossy and black and red and yellow and beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I see you working.
Hold on.
All right, let's see what you got next.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Not RoboCop 1.
No. It's a cool book, though. Okay, this is cool. This is Tomb of Terror number 3. Great Precode Horror bondage cover. That's a thing for people.
I love that every time you have one, you say that. And don't ever stop. It's a thing. Bondage.
This thing presents really nicely. Love this. This would be my 3rd slabbed Precode Horror book. You can see the other 2 right here. And then this would be my 3rd one. So adding to, this is one of many more to come. This thing was pretty beat up. Stains, look, the entire back. Don't look at the grade, but the entire back is like got moisture coming off of it. So I'm thinking this thing's going to be like a 2.5.
Okay, this is no 9.0 here. So we're going to say.
Hell no.
Okay, I was just making sure. Okay, with 2.5. So you saying 2.5. We got Tomb of Terror. Okay.
2.5. I'd be 2.5 is expected. Honestly, I don't care regardless. As long as it's maybe a 2 or higher. 3.0 or 3.0 would be nice.
No, good call. Me and Dr. Plagueis are the same here. I'm going to say 3, John. I'm going to be the eternal optimist tonight. Yes.
Okay. We ready?
Right. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
3-0. Oh, nice. Cool. Hell yeah. Awesome. I'll take that in 3.
All right, Doc. Great. You and me, Doc.
That looks great. Yes.
Zim Man again. Too far out.
What did them say?
2.4. Ha.
2.4. That's not even a grade.
You be quiet. You leave Zim Man alone, okay? He's still new. Be quiet. I got you, Zim.
Sorry, Zim. We love you.
Dude's like, that's not even a grade. Ah.
I mean, it is a grade. Oh, there it is. That's the big one. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna put this over there. Put that over there.
You and me, Joe. Okay. Okay, Johnny got your 1 for 2. You're 1 for 2.
Okay.
Is there a book in there that's going to shut you down? That's the question.
We will see. All right. This is a cool book coming up. Right. John Romita, Spider-Man.
Okay.
Boom. ASM. Oh, this one's tragic. Tragic story here. So this
I remember when you got this one. You got this for a good deal, too.
Yeah. So you want to hear a fucked up story?
Yes.
This almost made, so if you saw my video on top 5 worst pressing mistakes, this was the honorable mention that I didn't mention. But okay, so I got this book on eBay at a great price. I paid probably $120 for this book, and this book was, before I fucked it up slightly, this book was probably a 9.2 candidate. So I pressed it, cold pressed it, went to go check up on the book. The book had a freaking crease in it that just would not come out. It was in the book's DNA. So I'm just like, all right. So I added a little more humidity to it. I spot treated it with a tack iron to try to get the crease out. And I'm putting weight on it, putting pressure on it. And then all of a sudden the fucking crease is gone. And I'm like, yes. Well, I look at the fucking staple and the crease was too close to the staple. And I put too much pressure on it. And it caused a sunken staple. So that's not the problem. It's the stupidity that followed that. I've reversed a sunken staple before. For some reason, I did not try the same method because it's fairly risky. You basically have to flatten the book out from the inside out and reset the spine. I decided not to do that.
You open the cover and somehow
you flip it to the centerfold.
Mm-hmm.
You take the tack on, you literally just flatten it out. You take a backer board, you stick it into the center of the staples, and then you kind of rework the spine and slowly try to work the staples out that way. And that will not tear the cover. So what I did instead was I went and got I feel fucking terrible.
Come on, Johnny, let's hear it.
I went and got a fucking pair of tweezers, and I tried to grab the staple and slowly work it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up just like slicing into the spine of the book.
I can't say that's stupid. I mean, of course, you took a tiny little instrument to fix a tiny little problem. I can't say that's dumb, man. It just didn't work. Don't do it again.
No, fuck no.
Okay.
So this was a 9.2. Now I would be happy with an 8.5.
ASM.
Probably gonna get an 8.0.
You're gonna get a 7.5. Okay.
That would suck.
All right, everybody, go for it. What do you got here? What did I say? 7.5? You said 8.0. Okay.
I'm thinking 8.0. You're saying 7.5.
I think so.
Anything above 8.5, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm a great friend.
All right, we ready?
Truth. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit! Didn't fuck it up that much. Hell yeah!
There you go. All of us wrong. Even you, Johnny. That ain't bad, man. 9.2.
Yeah, it's got a little tiny tint right by the. Dude, this thing was. I mean,
that's the win.
This thing had some heavy creases. This is pretty great. So this also tells us too about we didn't get a fucking crazy harsh grader tonight, which is great. We didn't get a Frank.
I like we were all like doom and gloom. We're like, okay. 9.2. Off we go. Right. Now we just got to roll, bro. Now we just got to roll.
Very nice. If you're new in, please hit the like button. We appreciate that. Helps push the stream.
Absolutely.
Also, if you're new in so far, we've got a Tomb of Terror that hit at a 3.0. Was predicting a 2.5. We had a Secrets of Sinister House, 9.6, and that's what the grade prediction was as well on that one.
All in all, we're winning here. All in all, I think,
it's a win.
We're beating the house on this one so far.
Yeah. Oh, now let's talk about Disney for another 10 minutes. I'm just joking.
What's up, Angry Otter? What's up? Yo,
Angry Otter. Great name.
Yeah, it is. We're doing a little live unboxing here of some Precode Horror stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Probably another bondage cover, which he'll mention. He'll say he'll raise his eyebrows and he'll go, "It's a thing."
It's a thing. Okay, this one I bought. Voice just cracked. This one I bought. This is a cool witching hour. Look at that. So this thing here had some heavy foxing and page tanning on the back cover here. Let's see if I can show this to you guys.
Tell them what foxing is.
Foxing is an organic growth that happens on paper. Look at that. That's clean as fuck. That did not look like that at all when I first got it.
I got this from peroxide and UV bathe it.
I don't talk about my methods. But there's still more science to be talked about on all that stuff, which is a great topic one day. But I bought this from a comic shop in Houston. There's a video on it, and it's titled "The Best Comic Shop I've Ever Been to," and it has been so far to this date. They had a lot of great pre-code horror books. I picked this up because I thought it could hit that 9.0 or higher. So I removed all the foxing stuff. Maybe a slight staple rust. The spine's pretty good. I'm trying to think if there was anything on here. Maybe a tiny crease in the corner. Oh, there's this little thing right here. I don't even know what to call that. You see on the eye? That little circle?
Maybe.
You see that? No.
Does everybody see that? I just see a ring of like.
So I don't know if they're gonna hit that as like, oh, that's a little stain or not. So I don't know. So what I'm gonna do, I think with that, maybe a little tiny creasing, we're gonna say 9.2 on this.
Oh, well, don't look at my previous statement then.
What'd you say?
I said 7.5 when you started talking, but now I do sound like a bad friend. But I'm wishing you well.
This should be in the 9s.
Okay, witching hour. Hold on. Witching hour. Okay, and you're saying 9 what? What do you want to say?
I'm going to say 9.2.
9.2. I realize you've only gotten one right, just so you know.
Yeah.
This is book 4. So here we go.
Yep.
9.2 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 8.5. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I had to take a hit, it'd be on this one. That's okay.
That's fair. It's cool cover.
Yeah, it's badass looking.
You're going to enjoy it. You're going to look at that and like it, you know?
Yes, I'm going to look at that and like it. Okay.
Do you ever find yourself walking in the paper cave and just like doing spinning that moment, like looking around, like, you know?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I stand here.
Yeah.
Behind my computer, right? Looking this way.
Here, and I look.
And I just like sit there and just like, you got to do that. If you're a collector, you have to relish in the time you've put into your hobby. You have to just take that moment, take a breath, sit back and look at the shit you found, acquired, clean, all that stuff. Appreciate it. Don't just collect and, you know, on to the next one. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I get, like I said, my little collection of stuff on the wall now. I didn't think I would care or really look at it. Now I find myself when I walk in the room, I'm kind of like, oh, look at that. Yeah, it's a cool cover. I like that. You know?
Yeah.
It brings me joy, Johnny.
Yes, it looks good. Right,
you wouldn't know. You haven't been over.
It looks good on screen. Okay. All right. Okay. This here is giant size chillers. This I bought on eBay. Boy, it looked good on the photos of eBay. And then I got it and then I realized, well, I knew there was a small tear in the back. I didn't realize that tear also came with like a big old crease. So this thing, other than that, is so freaking clean. But it's just a large defect but it's on the back of the book. I'm thinking this is going to hit in the 8s. 8.5 is my prediction. I do have his book with a similar defect that hit at 8.0, but this was definitely in better shape other than that defect, than that 8.0. So I'm going to say 8.5.
I knew you were going to say 8.5. I think you're going to get this one. I feel good about this one. I know when you feel locked in. I think this is one of those cases. This is the moment. And
this is first appearance of Lilith.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. First appearance of Lilith, Giant Size Chillers, #1. Awesome John Romita cover.
Midnight Suns, Lilith?
Kane.
I didn't know that. That's cool. That's really cool then.
Yeah. Gil Kane, John Romita. Love this fucking cover. All right. 8.5.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, just a bit outside. It's okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's really not, but I don't even know if you can see it. You can't even see it on the camera. Yeah.
Look, I'm just going to quietly say this. You've only gotten one right.
It's okay.
I know, it's fine.
I'm being conservative.
In 20 minutes from now. What the fuck? And I'll be doing this, but waving it around like we all know.
Yeah. All right. All the books left are Tomb and Dracula books.
This is exciting. I'm excited.
This is exciting. So let me just.
No more COVID for Frank.
Okay. So this book coming up. Awesome cover. Okay. Great cover. Look at the colors on this. Look at that red.
Yeah.
How much that pops. This thing had one spine tick. Right here.
Dude, you're gonna say 9.6. I know you are.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I know you.
I'm gonna say 9.6 on this book. And this book in 9.6 is strong as fuck.
Okay. Tomb of Dracula.
Great book. Tomb of Dracula, #16.
But this is also the things you like to collect. You love this horror stuff, you know.
Love it.
Which you guys can't see is like behind him on the floor is this really cool box of like all these awesome horror books that he has encapsulated in CGC, and they're cool. They're very cool, and they are cool in person. To hold these books with like all this like vibrant colors, it's really fucking cool.
These are amazing. So 9.6. Whew, that would be great. This also does fall into that category of, other than the spine tick was so beautiful, they might just give it the 9.8.
I hope so, Johnny. Redoing my friend thing here. Yes. All right, look, there we go. Dan's X-Men Comics says 9.8. He's a friend of the show now.
Ooh.
He'll be sitting in my chair next week because he's saying 9.8.
All right, Dan.
All right. You don't want to sit in this chair. All right, here we go.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, 9.4. Fuck.
Are you complaining?
No, I mean, kind of. I wish you could have held this book. It's immaculate, other than the damn one spine tick. So I don't know what else they saw on here. I mean, one spine tick doesn't qualify 9.4. But it's still look, for this, yeah. It makes me worried about my big book that's in here.
Oh, this is it. This is like,
come
on, you're good,
Crazy.
You're good.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
Finish strong. You got 2 more to go?
You got 2 more.
Finish strong, Johnny. I know that you're whittling down to the big book, whatever you think the big book is. I know you've got it sitting in there.
Yeah. We got Tomb of Dracula number 1. All right. Which one is this? We can tell by this corner here. Okay. This is the one that I bought from a local seller. It's got a missing. Horror is awesome. I'm not partial on anything. I made a horror movie, and my cousin is in Werewolf by Night. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Was he in the color version or the black and white one?
That's fine. So this one definitely had some tanning. It's got a tiny piece missing out the corner here. Okay. What else? Tanning, tiny piece missing. Other than that, it was in pretty good shape. I was thinking this book would be like a 7.0.
7.0?
7.0, 7.5.
All right, quick. Just give me mental market report. 7.0. What is that? Because you do the numbers in your head. What does that cost right now? 7.0.
Oh, 7.0 Tomb of Dracula?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the market's plummeting day by day. I would say $500.
Okay. That's a good price, man. But you're going to keep it. I know it's going to go in the PC. Do you have another copy of that book?
I do. It's in the other batch, and that's going to be a higher
grade one. Okay. So you're saying 7.0?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 7.5. I'm going to go 7.5. All right.
I can see being. Yeah.
I'm just giving it to you right now. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
7.5 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh!
8.0. Hell yeah.
Oh, man. There you go.
Okay. We'll take that.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll take that. 8.0. That's nice. And this, so I do have 2 of these. So one of these will definitely be for sale. Actually, I think who messaged me about this? Plagueis. Plagueis messaged me about this book. I told him it was going to get graded.
So the thing is, like, you're opening these books, and it's a wild emotional ride for you right now, because like you get like 2, you kind of get bummed out, and then you get a high one, and then a low one, and then kind of like, so we're back to even keel here, I think. So we got one more book left.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one you've been weeding out to whatever. This is your big one, and this is the one you think is gonna be the big win. If I'm not,
yeah.
So
it is. So here's let me. Okay. So this book, the reason why it's gorgeous. If you go look up on eBay right now, just Tomb of Dracula issue number 5. Okay. This book is always beat to shit. Red is just as hard to get in high grade as black.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see how it looks on screen. I held it. It was gorgeous. This in a 9.8 is a fucking monster. It's probably, if it was to get a 9, even in a 9.6, I would think this is probably a $500-$600 book. In a 9.8, this is definitely got to be, I would say, a $1,300-$1,400 book. And it's got the potential to be there. There was really nothing wrong with this book, other than one of the times when I pressed it, something shifted in the press, and it ended up pressing the cardstock into the back of the book, and it caused a crease.
Ah, I know what you did. Yeah.
And so I did my best to work it out. It's not like a glaring crease where it's like, oh my god, this is a giant color breaking crease on the back cover. It's something where, I mean, I'm hoping by the appearance of the rest of this book that the person just, it's not even noticeable. I know I can spot it because I know where it was, but I'm just trying to picture it. If you don't know what happened, could you even see this thing? And I just don't know if that's possible. So,
Oh no!
so
You just talk too much about it, man. You just said some things that like you're like I don't know how they'd see it, but then they do see it.
yeah,
This is the one they would see it on. All right, okay.
yeah.
Back to good friend zone. You're thinking. Let me just do your. You're doing that, and you're thinking 9294. Where are you at?
I'm still thinking 9-8.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
For all the marbles, Dracula with the red cover 9.
I've gone to sleep thinking about this book. Not like what I'm gonna get, just like of like how beautiful this book is. You know, just like I'm trying to put myself to bed. God, that book is fucking gorgeous.
I kind of want to go to
like,
bed and think about a book. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you like picture the book before you go to bed, and then you're like,
yeah, absolutely. This thing was, I mean, it was so nice that it was like I almost didn't want to slab it because I couldn't hold it in its perfect condition. Like,
wow. Okay.
Yeah. I was just like, it's a different way of experiencing a book for sure. Okay.
I didn't want to say. I've listened to you talk, and then I listened to your grade, and knowing you long enough, they didn't match. It's almost like you were telling yourself it's going to be less of a grade than it is going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the other Johnny.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be bummed if it's not a 9.8, but still grateful that I have it, if that makes sense.
What if it's an 8.5? Are you going to do the long, quiet thing where you go, what the fuck? And you stop talking and you look at it for a while?
No, because I know exactly what happened. You know, I'll know exactly why. It's a matter of, is it negligible or not?
Are you going to take it out of there? Are you going to take it out of there at 8.0 or 8.5?
So. I don't think.
There. It stays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that. All right. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give Johnny the stage.
That is a feat. That is an accomplishment. This is a beautiful book. Holy crap. That is just, whew, heart's beating pretty hard.
Check.
That's gorgeous.
We're good. Congratulations, man. I know you were looking for that. That's why. That's awesome. You know,
this is that's just, yeah. This is top 5 favorite books that I own.
Look at that.
Top 5 favorite
like
books.
That everybody. Top 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you just grail yourself? Or did you? Oh, now it's a grail kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is it going to be on the wall behind you? Look at you. You're speechless.
This is. I'm elated. This is. Yeah. I thought about this for a long time. Let's go to the market report.
You fell asleep. You fell asleep thinking about that book, and there it is.
I did, dude.
Let me ask you a question. Can you go to sleep with that book tonight?
You bet your ass under my pillow. Oh my god.
Dog, wife, Dracula.
Oh wow. So.
Look at that.
Red. Look at this.
Look at that.
This is.
You just need a gold chain and a Ferrari behind you, man. You're looking good over there.
Oh wow. That's huge, dude. Okay.
And this carefully prepared market report right here. Boop, 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 boop.
Let's
see it. Bring it up, man. Come on now.
All right. We can.
By the way, while he's doing that, you guys, we got some new people in here. I want to know what your grails are. So Dan, X-Men comic. I want to know. I'm assuming, stupidly, that possibly that an X-Men comic would be yours. What are the grails you guys are looking for out there? That's what I want to know. I'm excited. Like the books that you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna like this guy was missing a beat of his heart pulling the book. What would get you going? What would be awesome?
Let's see. Let's go share screen. Hang tight.
I like.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Doc, Emily, Angry Otter, Fingers and Toes. Thank you guys. Dan, appreciate it. Um,
You're just
well,
giving an acceptance speech right now. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I've done. I
yeah.
have a
But
few
dude, I
words
mean,
here. I'm gonna like.
you want to hear something crazy? I was so meticulous about. I pressed that book 7 times.
Uh-huh.
Like that's how anal I was, obsessed I was with that book. I pressed it 7 times
It was like a
because
Rocky Four montage. You know, you're like out in the snow,
eh,
like working on things and working
maybe.
out, and you're like pressing and pressing and pressing. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
There we
All
go,
right, we're on
man.
go collect. Okay, we are on go collect. All right.
I'm still thinking about how you broke my heart the other day when I was asking you where you find prices of books, and you're like, I only look at graded books. I was like,
Pretty
oh,
much. Yeah, just because
a pile of
just
trash.
because the no, just because the other stuff it's so hard to quantize that data of raw books. I mean, it's just impossible. Graded books is a more of a paper trail. 9.8. There's only 4 on the census, so there's only 4 9.8s in the world.
Does that
And-
include yours now, or does that?
Yeah,
so
that includes mine.
Ooh,
And there's never been one sold.
that's because people are holding them, right? Because that's what they brag about when people come over.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
Now what we can do. Oh, and after this, we'll tell the TMNT story.
Whoa! Oh,
Oh,
this is the one you wouldn't.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah,
Okay,
I gotta
okay,
tell you
okay.
that. That's better get my fucking money back from this person.
No,
It could be a
okay.
video. It could be its own video, but I don't think.
Well, tease it here and then do it there. You know.
Yeah.
But don't tease it too hard because this isn't Into the Void. This is just Paper Chase Channel, where I'm guest starring.
Yeah. You're the channel's best friend, bro.
There it is. I like that. But when we're on Into the Void, we have our little logos everywhere. I got it.
We have our logos. We got a
I like
topic
it.
of discussion. We got a
This is just us
maybe
hanging
a
out.
guest appearance. Yeah, this is just a
Possibly.
chill.
This is chill, man. You know, having some drinks, looking at books I'll never own.
Let's see. There's 9.4 for $465.
Double it in your best Russian accent. Double it.
Shit, dude.
That's a terrible Russian accent.
There's a 9.2 of 175. Can y'all see this? What I'm looking at?
I can see it. I can see it. But you're like going through like Johnny Five. You're like blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. Let's try this again. Well, I mean, I typed it in. 2 Dracula CGC 9.8. It's just not coming up. What?
Just something Ewok said.
Walks in the house. What's up?
Yeah. Damn it, man. This is where he wins. He said, "My butt itches the older I get," and you know, he's right. He's right. Consensus says the older you get as a man, your butt itches more.
Yep.
Damn it.
Zimman says he's trying to get an ASM 300.
They're out there. They're out there.
They are. I tell you what, Zim, and for really anybody really kind of grail hunting right now in the next couple months is the time. Like we are hitting the lowest.
Thank you, Marvel.
Sure. What? Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, right, yeah.
You know, Zim, people look down on it, but I'll tell you something that's kind of cool. Just go find, like, literally, like, unless you're reading it online or something like that. If you find a facsimile, they're cool. They're cool. Like, you can hold one and be like, this is a 300, you know? I mean, like, for $4. I have, so I don't have Invincible 1. I was trying to collect the whole entire Invincible run, but I don't have a number 1. But I do have that weird, not facsimile, but like a reprint thing of it, you know? So, I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you know? One day I'll own one that's been rubbed in somebody's itchy butt.
I can't find one, man.
Ooh, one for $22. There it is.
That's a fine plus. Condition raw. Let's see. How good a condition is this thing? Spine ticks, yeah. Pretty beat up.
Everybody's idea of what the grading is so subjective. I was looking at some She-Hulk books the other day, and they're like, this is very fine. And I looked at it, it looked like somebody had like just pushed their fist right through the middle of the book, you know?
Yeah.
And somebody else is like low grade, and I'm looking, I'm like, this thing's beautiful. I'm like grabbing my monocle, and I'm like trying to like see the picture on eBay, how bad it looks, you know?
Yeah. The other one that's in the other batch is the Tomb of Dracula issue number 18, which also has a shot at a 9.8. And that's a great cover. If not a 9.8, got to be a 9.8. 9.6, I would think. And I think that's even a bigger book at a 9.8. It's First Meeting of Dracula and Werewolf by Night. Awesome cover. This thing right here.
I'll blow that thing up. Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
And it was sold for $27 back when? November 12th? It's always, look, I don't know about eBay. eBay always acts like books have been sold like the day before you checked them. You know? It's always such recent sales.
Well, that's because that's what the filter is. When you search for that, that's what this, I'm searching for the most recent sales.
It's always so recent, though. You know, like this was a hot book at some point. I talked about RoboCop 1. I bet you if I went on eBay right now and looked up RoboCop 1, one was sold yesterday for no reason at all. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Here you go. I'm on.
Yeah, this is a great Gil Kane cover. Gil Kane's a beast, dude. Gil Kane is a fucking beast. What is this? What is that? That was weird.
I don't know. You tell me.
I accidentally started watching the live stream, this live stream, and it was like fucking with me. How did the unboxing go? Did Filthy Frank strike again? He did not. The unboxing went great.
He tried to strike.
Should we do a full recap? This one here, 8.0, Giant Size Chillers, #1, first appearance of Lilith. That book pops like fucking crazy. That was a win.
One was sold today, Johnny. One RoboCop 1 was sold today.
For how much?
$5. I have such small expectations, man.
We had an 8.5 Witching Hour. This gorgeous cover here, 8.5 on that one. This thing was great. We had a Secrets of Sinister House issue number 16 and a 9.6.
I'm kind of wishing like one of these you didn't like and you felt like you're going to redo, so I could watch you finger unlock a CGC plastic box again.
Yeah. Tomb of Terror, issue number, what is this? 5, 3?
What's significant about that cover? What's significant there? What's going on?
It's a bondage cover.
Okay.
Some people like it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
3.0, that was cool. I thought that was going to be a 2.5. This one was nice. This is something I thought I really fucked up and brought it down to 8.0, right?
Well, look at you.
I got a 9.2.
9.2.
First Prince of Manwolf.
And his name was Manwolf.
And his name is, he's a Jameson.
Peter Carver?
John Carver.
John Carver.
This was a bit of a bummer. I thought this was going to get a 9.6. I got a 9.4. Still gorgeous. You know, this might.
No,
I don't
okay.
like it.
Just do it.
It's still gorgeous, dude. It's still. I mean, this is a 9.4. Still very nice.
Johnny, listen to me. There are a few things in life that make you a man or a legend. If you can once again un-CGC that comic while we're talking, that makes you legendary.
But I've already done it once.
Yeah, but where?
I don't legend.
What have you done? What have you done recently? Let's do another one right now. Can you actually unseal it and then seal it again? You're like the Houdini of unlocking CGC boxes.
No, because part of that when you bust open a slab, that way part of that cracks it. You can't reseal it. This was a big win. I thought this was going to be in the 7s because it had a little chip missing out of the corner here, and it got an 8.0 Tomb Dracula #1. This will be for sale because I think my other one in the other batch is going to be a little bit higher of a grade.
Woo!
And then
he's talking to you, Dr. Plagueis.
Yep. And then this was the big one of the night. Hoping for a 9.8. Got a 9.8. Beautiful book. Only 4 on the CGC census. No sales. I feel like I've looked at sales for this though in a 9.8. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I was looking at too many damn fucking books. I don't know. But yep, that's going on the wall for sure. Love that thing. Very lucky to have that. And that's half of the batch.
So what I predict, get us back to the two of us. I want to do like the cool timer go like that. It moves out the way. One day when we have more professional. So John, question: are we able to go live on the day after Thanksgiving? We can't go live Thanksgiving, but maybe Friday we can be here again.
You mean just a lot Friday?
Just a little bit fatter. You know, like
Yeah,
there's going to be something happening on Friday that's going to be cool. Between now and
I'm
then, there's
sure.
going to be some sort of interesting information that's going to
Sure.
happen that we can talk about. That's going to be,
Yeah.
you know,
What's give us a topic for the Into the Void podcast. Give us a topic that we can
ooh.
do that you guys would not only like want to hear, but like want to like really participate and like dive into the chat and kind of tackle. And
I will do homework for you. You give us a subject, and I will go look and learn. And I'll be watching some bad cooking memes because of it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah.
Terrible, man. I was looking for when you said we're talking about Pedro Pascal, Pedro Pascal. I started looking up, and I swear to you, I got like I was really just like brought some other place that had nothing to do with him or Fantastic Four or anything else. My mind just drifts so quickly, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
again, though, so this is something you pointed out before we get out of here. You think that Marvel should not have focused on Kang, that they should somehow bring Doctor Doom in, correct? If they could.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Yes.
Well, I mean, Fantastic Four has to bring him in, you know, it has to be a thing.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, if you look at the end title, Secret Wars, how do you have a Secret Wars without having Doctor Doom? Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Um,
You got to have them. And look, Secret Wars would be great. Just do that. Just do that right there.
they should. Yeah, that's absolutely what they should do.
They won't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they said they are. I think they are gonna pivot to Doom. Hopefully.
Doom.
You know, like another good thing is like, you know, with the whole, I think they're trying to really get away from Jonathan Majors, and
That's a shame.
it is because he's a great actor.
If he gets acquitted for whatever's going on, lean into this motherfucker. Lean into him, because as I finished watching Loki season 2, I go, he's great at this.
Yeah.
He's really good in all aspects of being Kang. I like him as this. I wasn't a fan at first, and I love him as Kang.
Yeah. Somebody brought up a good point. Well, actually, it was Josh from Nerd Vengers, and he was talking about how like the reason why they cast Jonathan Majors as Kang was because of his performance. He came in, delivered such a great performance, such a great actor. Like, okay, boom, you got the job. So they built the Kang dynasty, the blueprint of the next phases around that character. So now you're losing your star player. It's the equivalent of like the Bulls drafting Michael Jordan. So they build their team and their playbook around Michael Jordan. But then you take Michael Jordan out. Well, it's not the same fucking playbook.
Yeah, you only won one championship.
Like, right, yeah. And so really, like, if Majors is not going to be Kang, then just give the fans what they want, and then plus you're already writing yourself into that corner where you got to bring Doom in anyway. And it's fucking Doctor Doom. It's like, how do you not end the whole thing? How do you not even reset the whole thing without him? Like, he is inevitable.
I was about to mention Thanos, but you mentioned something when we were talking on the phone. You said like with Doom, they should do they could do the same whole thing they did with Thanos and just literally show the guy's cape from the back, you know, like in one book and one movie, excuse me. And then like 2 movies later, like just do another little snippet. Just Jesus Christ, just stretch it for like 4 movies before we even see like a hint of like a metal mask. That's all you have to do. I mean, like, my God, I mean, at the end of the Marvels, I mean, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I mean, like, how did you feel when you saw what you saw? You were like, yeah, bitch, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And it was absolutely nothing that would wet your tongue at all. You would not you'd not be like, it wasn't one of those momentous things where somebody turned around with their hands on their hips and like, I am here, you know? But in a way, that's exactly what was done. Yeah. Without doing it at all. Yeah. You know, it lets you know that Marvel's next move is this. It has to. It was a teaser, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
no, it's definitely going there. Doom would just be amazing. And they just need to fucking do it. I don't know.
Just do it.
Just gonna do it. Just Doom it.
Hey-o.
Just
and on that note, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys want to hang out more, I mean, I don't care.
No, man, I'm out. I gotta watch some. Rebels.
What are you watching? Some Rebels? Yeah. So going. Hey, I respect that you're. Even though the Thrawn and the Ahsoka train has passed, you are following through with your mission of completing Rebels and getting caught up and all that.
it's more of like it's that comforting thing. So I'm not going out tonight, not going to the bars, not going to the clubs. I'm not going to clean my Nikes and go out there and dance. I'm going to watch a show. I probably have some chips. I'm going to finish this whiskey, and it's one of those
Yeah.
things. The watching Rebels right now is comfort food. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Zeb do something stupid, and Chopper's gonna curse under his breath, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it. It's comfort food at this point, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
getting close to the end. I'm in season 3,
Yeah.
so I'm getting there. And I want to be a friend of the channel, you know, like I want to know what's going on.
You are.
I don't know where to go next.
You've reached top tier.
I'm always
That's
here to
it.
try and impress, you know. Like I want to be invited on the Paper Chase channel as often as possible, you know.
Well, you're a part of it with the Into the Void podcast every Thursday. Actually, we don't have a date really for the Into the Void
It
podcast.
was every Thursday for a long time.
It was, but you know, life and things get in the way.
I'm like
But-
calling you like a crack fiend all week, trying to act like I'm not acting like a crack fiend. I'm kind of like, hey, Johnny, what's going on, man?
I haven't been able to shoot I haven't been able to shoot a video this week. I've lost 4 subscribers this week because I couldn't put out a video.
Jesus,
Isn't that some
man.
crazy
You
shit?
gotta feed the people, Johnny. It's like me. I wanted to get online with you and hang out, and I was getting nervous. I'm like, you're like, I'm tiling my bathroom and grouting, and I'm like, hey, look, man, do you want me to come over here and fucking help you so we can go live tonight?
Tomorrow, if you want, and this is when we lose
What?
7 people. Tomorrow, if you want, can't hear you. No, we're gonna be at that. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of like small shit, like baseboard stuff, hanging some stuff. Electricians coming over, doing some recess lighting. So, so if you want to come in and hang out and whatever, I mean, don't even feel obligated to help. Just come, you know, make me laugh while I work. I don't care.
Well, if you watch me work, it would just make you laugh. It's kind of a two birds.
There you go. But yeah, no, but really, again, follow us Into the Void on Instagram. It's a brand new Instagram we just started on last week or 2 weeks ago.
Why does it a 2? What can we not do Into the Void correctly?
Everything else is
You're just being hip hop on me? Okay, I didn't understand what was going there.
Everything it's either that or Into the Void 5317456.
Can you type? I actually don't know our Instagram. I was actually looking for. Is it _2
2_the_void? So
it might as
it's
well
either
be
that
543.
No. It's all about the image, like that. You can picture that, like
Hold on.
Into the Void 5437559.
Let's see here. I'm gonna mess this up because it's my tablet. Stay with me here. Is it this?
Or Rev, or here you go. Here's a thought. You ready?
I'm listening.
And in the chat, what if we just started an Into the Void YouTube channel? Its own separate YouTube channel.
I mean, I'm on board. Is it like? Of course. I'm just here to hang out, man. I'm a friend of all.
What's your thoughts? Like its own, its own YouTube channel. Like it's just nothing but a live. Boom.
But that's kind of. So you're saying take it away from like Paper Chase altogether. And
have it be its own entity where we both just come so you got Paper Chase, you got Reverend Wormwood Comics, you got Paper Chase Comics, you got Into the Void as its own YouTube channel where we just kind of converge there.
Well, now I feel like I'm being fired.
No, I don't care. I don't know how it works. There's been like for people that are really into YouTube and like the algorithm, they talk of like how live affects how YouTube pushes your normal videos, like how it conflicts. I haven't technically seen any of that yet. There's certain people that do believe that. I don't know if I believe that yet. But I don't know. It's all about like, when you start something, it's all about like localizing it, branding it, keeping it, to one spot. I don't know. It's up to you.
If we did that,
yeah.
If we did that, then I would want to do like vignettes, like little like videos where we go interview people and talk to people, go out on location and do things.
Sure.
I want to go with you one time to that old man's house where his neighbor's like sleeping on the bed and you're creeping on comics in the corner of the bedroom. I want to go there.
Yeah.
And I want to have like a fake British accent where I'm like, here we are. Oh, see, here's a microphone. Here we are.
Yeah.
Watching the Paper Chase in its natural environment. Something like that.
Sure.
I want to do that. Like some special effects, even. Some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just agreeing with me, or do you believe what I'm saying?
No, I think that could be a lot of fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, completely off topic. New Orleans Fan Expo. I'm sorry, I have ADD.
Oh yeah.
dude, this shit's looking crazy. You saw who's gonna be there?
Dude, pull it up real quick.
Okay.
I'm trying to leave. You pull me back in. Everybody, this is a call to arms right here. You're not supposed to do it on the radio, but this is it. Come to the New Orleans Fan Expo. For some reason, my rinky-dink little town has an amazing fan expo coming in late January.
Yeah.
Our
Early.
fan expo.
January 5th and 7th. No,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
January 7th.
Dude, it is insane. Fingers and toes. Emily, for sure. Leap Slayer, when you find this place coming out. Look at this.
Y'all got to come for this.
Look what we have.
Look
at our
the
bubbles.
Entire Daredevil cast. See the full list.
Look at until they all cancel because they realize it's New Orleans.
Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor.
Well, Linda Hamilton lives here, so that's easy.
She does, yeah. John Bernthal, Charlie Cox, Elijah Wood, all the hobbits from fucking Lord of the Rings.
You can keep them. Oh, sorry.
Crystal's losing her shit. So here's what's crazy. Crystal's Saturday is when the hobbits reunite. And that's Crystal's all the hobbits are going to be there. They're doing their own panel. And that's on Saturday, and that's Crystal's baby shower is on that day. So she's got
at Fan Expo.
No. It's at her mom's house.
Okay.
But she's got to basically wrap up her baby shower and come meet us over at Fan Expo.
My thing is, why are they hyping that picture right there, and then the next picture is Henry Winkler?
Yeah, he's at it like every year.
That's no event I will ever go to. First of all, no, don't want to. And then, okay, Henry
That's
Winkler.
Funny. Vincent D'Onofrio, Katie Sackhoff, dude, Jason Lee. Like, what the fuck?
Machete, Charlie Cox, the girl in the bottom right, her.
Oh yeah, Rose McGowan. Look at that. Crazy.
Wait, you gotta scroll up so we can all
Bruce
see.
Campbell?
You gotta scroll up.
What do you mean?
I can't see that. All I can see is Holly Marie Combs is the last person we can see.
Oh, hold on.
You're being selfish, John. Share.
There we go.
All right, cool. There we go. Well, no, you put us right back on. Okay, there we go. Then, hey, look, there's Ezra right there. I know it from
Ezra.
They say Ahsoka, but we really know what he's from. You know?
Yeah.
And then there's that clown person. What the fuck is that? One Piece Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ethan Suplee.
Mm-hmm.
He's
yeah. He's in a bunch of movies. Bruce Campbell, dude. So I might have to now get my Army of Darkness #1 signed by him because it's already signed by Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to.
You got that signed last show or what?
Yeah, I got that signed last year by Sam Raimi at the Fan Expo. So I might have to get it signed by Bruce. Maybe
go up a little bit more. Go up a little bit more. No, it's down. Go up. Go the other way. So Peter Weller. Speaking of RoboCop, there he is.
Yeah,
there he is. You know,
I have it, dude. You know what? Holy shit!
Look at school.
I've got a RoboCop versus Terminator comic book. I can get both of them to sign that.
And then I'll just slide my RoboCop in, and you can get them to sign that too.
Yeah.
But it won't count as me getting an autograph. It'll be you getting an autograph, and then regifting the book back to me for no money. Okay.
All right. Well, whatever.
Keeping my non-autograph thing intact. We don't talk about Art Adams.
Yeah, this is pretty.
So what talent? So those are all the actors, but what is there like talent as far as?
Let's see, voice actors. Let's see what's going on.
But is that not enough?
Peter Cullen's coming.
That's it right there. But look, if that's not enough for you, are you a Ninja Turtles fan? Boom, Ninja Turtles right there. All 4 of them, and then these other people right here that are probably very popular, and I don't know. You know, and then the same guy also does voices. The clown guy. Well, why is that guy there again? But Peter Cullen.
Creators. Let's see, common creators. Jay Lee.
Dude, Jay Lee's gonna be there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jay Lee. Claudia Gray. She lives here. So that's
it's gonna feel like walking into Sam's Club or Costco for the first time. It's gonna be so much going on. The mighty Gigi Dutro.
Yeah.
Yeah. She once drew a Sonic the Hedgehog cover.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. All right. Punisher person. More Transformers. This is amazing. Everybody, come on down. Fingers and toes. Emily, come on down. Wait. What's the She-Hulk right there? What's that right there?
Renee Wetterstater.
Okay. And then Arthur Sudan's going to be here again.
Yep.
He must live close by as well.
Yeah.
So amazing. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Come down to Fan Expo. We're gonna have a great time, and then we're also gonna get some food and beer every
afterwards.
That's it, exactly. Okay,
be a family affair.
Before we go, in 5 minutes or less, tease us with your Ninja Turtles.
What?
You teased us a few minutes ago with the thing.
Oh.
You got 5 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
So, I'm just gonna tell the story. I'm just gonna show you what happened. I was following a bid on eBay, an auction rather, and I was like, this shit is too good to be true. And I was like, I'm gonna bid on this motherfuckers, and I set an alarm, and I bid on it, and I won the bid. And if I were to get these books, it would be the greatest steal. I would say the greatest steal of all time online, not like a collection buy. So here it is. Here, pull it up, show you. Baltimore next year, 2025. Nice.
Please do. Like, you guys, we know what we're doing down here. Come hang out with us.
Yes. So
we're fucking in New Orleans, man. Hell yeah.
All right. Am I not logged in?
You got it.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So for $400, I won this bid for $400. Can you see this?
Okay. Wow. Okay. I know that cover for sure.
$400.
Okay.
Included this book.
Okay. Yeah.
First Casey Jones. That book. TMNT number 3, first print. And this book.
Hey, number 1, first print.
No, not first print. Third print, but still, that is still, a fucking grail.
What's first print color? Is it? I thought
so. They are both red. The way you can tell first print, initially, you see the T?
Yeah.
Okay. You see how there's like 3 blood splatters or strikes on the T? Okay. Our first print's only going to have 1.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Interesting. The second print's blue and the third is red, right?
No. Second print is also 1 strike, but on the inside of the front cover, it's going to say second print. Okay. Third print is this.
Okay. Damn. Okay. For all those who didn't know, there you go.
So this is, and I thought, this would have been amazing for me to get all these books for $400, but the person has not sent it. They have not responded to my messaging. So what I'm trying to figure out is why do that? What the fuck is the point of that? It's not like eBay's going to give them the money.
Well, they have your money currently. They're just going to take it back, correct?
Yeah. No. They,
You better hope they didn't find a way into your bank account.
No. But I'm guessing maybe that is they'll basically wait. Yeah, eBay will pay them 2 days after they get my money, and then they'll vanish. And then eBay is stuck with the bill of paying me back my money.
They're just hoping that you don't raise a stink and you just think the timing is wrong and they won't respond. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
That's
bullshit. But
what if you get the books?
No, I'm gonna ask for my money back tomorrow.
Well, when did you win the auction? How do you not know that you?
It was 2 days ago.
So you definitely know that you're being ghosted on this entire thing.
Yeah, and the other thing they had on their page that showed up the next day after I won was a Lord of the Rings first edition,
signed by Tolkien himself.
Yeah,
and it's in like silver Sharpie.
Yeah, no, it actually looked real. What's crazy is that it looks real. Like this person really does have these things because the same shirt's in the background of all the photos. Like it's like some plaid shirt hanging out in the background. So it's like I can tell the person is really just have possession of these things, or he got the photos of somebody who actually has a possession of these things, but they're just not responding.
Damn.
No reviews. Yeah, no reviews. And I knew all that too going into it. I was like, this is a long shot, but I was like, but what if it's not? And I got all those books for $400. So
it could have been great, man. It could have been great. Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, guys. Anyway, we will end it here. Thank you guys so much. Again, check out Into the Void on the channel whenever we do the podcast. Send us DMs, both of us, Reverend Wormwood on Instagram and Paper Chase on Instagram, and tell us ideas for the Into the Void podcast, what you guys want to chat with us about. Rev, anything?
Like I said, yeah, definitely. Like I said, we again, I'll say this every time. We enjoy what we're doing. Love this guy on my left, and we have a great time. So next Friday, I'm hopefully we'll be like fat and like bloated, and we'll be like, oh god, comparing Thanksgiving stories, and then we can talk about some books, because you just absolutely fucking know that America uses any holiday as a reason to sell. So
Absolutely.
in the comic book universe, something great will happen, I'm sure, that'll cause us to be like, haha, did you see what's going on today? Can you believe it? And we can talk about that, or whatever else is going on. Again, he's absolutely right. Hit us up in the DMs about things you guys want us to talk about or take a look at. If you want to hit me up and don't tell him, that's fine. That's great, because it'll make me look like I've done some homework. But if not, like I said, we'll be on here hopefully next Friday, just hanging out with you guys. It's always fun. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Always.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank y'all very much. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. And we will see you on the next page. Later.